Once again, the Zone. Welcome back to another great episode of the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. Because you know I am the man on the street.
This your boy Pharaoh King.
The mad professor in the boot almost messed that up.
Shout out to Orlando. Feeling nice out here.
Hey, yeah, and Tim Dog, he'd be here sooner or later trying to straighten his fingers out. I guess that's what he's doing. But everybody know.
And it begins.
There it is. Sorry about that, Jimmy.
Y'all good, man. But y'all know how we
Wow,
always
you
start
ain't
our
shaved in like 3 weeks. What's up with you?
Hey, I'm on strike.
Hey,
I say he's on strike.
you
But y'all know how we always
moisturize
start.
on that, man.
Y'all
It
know
is
how we always,
moist.
y'all know how we always start our podcast off. You always got to ask the brothers how their day went. So Tim Dog, how was your day?
Man, I love to spring. Y'all know I'm a self-proclaimed ornithologist, but there's some damn birds that get on my damn nerves. Oh my goodness. Here in Texas, they got these barn swallows. We call them mud swallows. And they
What?
they
Say
like
that again?
barn swallows or mud swallows.
Oh, they swallow?
No,
That's why when she hadn't repeated that. I knew that's where she was going.
Anyway, and when they're young, they mate when they're young, and they remember, and these are migratory birds, so they remember where they were born and where they lay their eggs. So my wife and I been here 10 years, never had a problem with them trying to make a nest in our front yard, our front window, front door. All the other neighbors complain. And yesterday I heard someone, I thought it was another bird in the garage again. So I look out front. 2 of them motherfuckers up there, spotting the area. Oh, yeah, this look good. Oh, no, it ain't, motherfuckers. My wife got this plastic owl. I put that motherfucker up. It's supposed to scare him away.
Yeah.
Shit. The motherfucker was out there again today. I said, okay, I got a hose. Sprayed the area where they was putting mud.
Hey, this gonna take up half the goddamn show. Apparently.
Hey, man, it's Texas. Get a gun.
Hey, nah.
No.
You shouldn't have let them see that. You shouldn't have let them see that little worm of yours in that window. See, they saw that little worm. They want to keep coming back. Hey, shit.
God damn.
Shout out, how was your day, my brother?
I ain't had to go get my surgically removed now.
I got you.
I got a headache already.
Shout out, how was your day, my brother?
Man, I can't call it, man. So it's been a busy day running my little girls all over. They turning into young ladies. I ain't ready for this, man. This is too much. It's too much pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure,
Yeah,
man.
get ready.
Yeah,
It's Desert Eagle time.
yeah, Desert Eagle time.
That's what
Get
you
on
said.
Yeah. Just remember, there's somebody out there that was just like you. That's gonna act just like you, and you got to deal with them motherfuckers.
Oh,
Hey, man, on the street. Hey,
What's up,
freak
Leo?
man on the street.
See this right there, son? This trouble far in nobody else. Far in trouble.
Gotcha. Of course, man. Bad Professor, how was your day, my brother?
Spent trying to figure out how to use these arm wraps and kinesiology tape to help with this goddamn tennis elbow of mine that I haven't lifted a racket for in 20 goddamn years.
That's a good
That's
tape
too bad.
right there. That tape helps if you put it on correctly.
I agree with you. A brother with a gun is dangerous, but yeah, that tennis elbow, man. I used to get it when I used to work out a lot, lifting bench press, man. For some reason, man, that would make me stop bench pressing so much. That damn pain in them elbow, boy. Like, God damn.
You gotta push
know,
with
you
your
just
chest.
I found out you weak. That's
Like
what
I
it
was
was.
asking y'all off camera,
You gotta
why
push with
is
your chest.
pain in your elbow make you start limping and shit?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, we're gonna find out though. And of course, Pharaoh King, how was your day, my brother?
Yeah, like I was saying before we started, I ended up having an incident in the locker room where my knee gave out.
Hey,
I knocked over some lockers, demonstrating how your hand hurts and your knees give out when your hand hurts. And I ended up, my knee gave out. And
Your head hurts.
huh?
Your head hurts and your knee gave out.
His
No.
hand.
I was demonstrating what happens, like, when you slam your finger in the door or something, and how your knees get weak, you be like, oh. So as I did my leg gave out on me.
What's
My
up,
knees don't
Mr.
get
Tim?
weak. I just start jumping up and down.
Yeah, man, it was horrible.
Yeah, that's how it is sometimes, man. Sometimes your body just gives out. Man, ask me, man, the man on the street, man, another day, another dollar. Hey, can't complain. I'm on this
You
side.
got $1?
Huh? I got $2.
Oh shit!
Hey, you doing better than the rest of us.
See, there it is. See?
There it is. What you say your leg gives out because you had
damn
no
see?
socks.
See? Already. Juan, I thought we was cool, Juan. God damn.
But yeah, my brothers, we're gonna have an interesting show. Y'all know how we always do, because man, right now it seems though that there's nothing really going on in sports. So you got to find the good stuff. And I think we got some good stuff for the people here. I think we got some good stuff for the people today, but we about to find out. And I see everybody was talking about this guy. He's gone from, I guess, from sugar to shit, because he wants $4 million to play for your college football team.
We have some breaking news from college football. Tennessee is moving on from quarterback Nico Imaliava, sources told ESPN's Pete Thamel this morning. The decision comes a day after Imaliava surprised coaches and teammates by not showing up for practice. Sources said Imaliava was looking for more NIL money. He is expected to enter the transfer portal when it opens next week.
That brother say he wants more money. And I'm coming to you first, Matt Professor, because I know we've had this discussion about the NIL, but this guy, I guess he's taking it to the goddamn limit. So was Tennessee right by letting Nico, I ain't pronounce the last name, go after his request for more NIL money?
Hell yeah. Because see, my issue with this is it proves what Nick Saban was saying 3 years ago, correct? And where you got to go to these guys' homes and talk what kind of money you're going to give them. My issue with this guy is, yeah, you had a great team last year around you, and Tennessee was looking really good for a long, long time. Yeah. And now you want to say you want a $4 million per year contract when you're not even going to earn that shit in the pros.
Yeah. Not as a rookie.
Exactly. I mean, man, come on now. This dude is all kind of wrong, and I'm hoping no team looks at him.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Damn phone going on. That's me. Yeah, I agree with you on that, man, because he's acting crazy. And I saw like a post, and it was saying something went from making like 40,000 or something a day to nothing or something like that. It's a crazy post. Yeah. But you know, it's crazy. You say Nick Saban, they bring it up, but one more question, then I'm gonna go to you, Pharaoh. Does it make it look bad on the other guys when they try to say, "Hey, I want that NIL money as well"? Now this gonna be the standard with coaches.
I mean, I wasn't agreeing with Nick the whole way. Like I said, my only issue is if you're gonna play like that, like you're a bounty hunter of some sort, you should at least be good. And like I said, dude was all right. He wasn't good. He wasn't great. He was just all right. And to come out and demand this before you go to practice, like you're holding out on something. Yeah. Like I said, it does make everybody else look bad when they want to request, because NIL started, you were supposed to be offered it, not shopping yourself to find the best NIL deal.
Yeah. You're exactly right. And like you said, he wasn't the best quarterback in the SEC last year. So Pharaoh King, your thoughts on Nico?
I blame his father. Blame his father. No. His father wanted the school to give him $8 million. And with that being said, his father also calls his younger son, who's also a quarterback, I think it's in California, to lose out on playing his senior year because he had him change schools along with the receiver, so they can get recruited higher. So at the end of the day, I believe Nick is the father's name, is fucking up his son's future because they're going off their father's advice and it's not looking good.
Yeah, and I don't think it's looking good. And I'm coming to you, Shata. It's not looking good. But now, I guess let's say if you make the next leap, if you do get drafted to the NFL, now teams are going to be looking at you like, wait a minute, if he caused this much issue in college, how much trouble he's going to be worth if he comes to the pros? Your thoughts, Shata?
Well, you know how I feel about that. We, like you said, man on the street, we've talked about this, I think, on numerous occasions on this podcast, and you already know how I feel about it. I've always been against the NIL, not for Nick Saban's reasons, but for the mere fact that the NCAA is supposed to be worried about the student athletes. You see what I'm saying? Student athletes. Come on, man. Look, if these kids are if you're gonna be paying, as the NCAA covers the whole college sports spectrum, correct? So is everybody in NCAA going to get NIL deals?
What, it was never set up to be equal.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, yes, that's a very good point. It was never set up to be equal. Guess what? When you offered it, it wasn't going to be equal anyway.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because the NCAA has always been about the money and always been about exploiting young talent. And that's what they're doing with the NIL deals. Because my thing is, if you're going to go, number one, you in high school come to you. You go to the school. Now you want the school to pay you to come to their school? What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Nah. These kids need to, the thing about, they're putting the cart before the horse. You see what I'm saying? These kids need to understand that there's a certain kind of discipline and decorum you carry yourself while you're in school to set you up to go to the NFL, to set you up to go to the NBA.
Okay, Shada, with that being said, not to cut you off, Man Street, if you look at Johnny Manziel's father, he did the same thing for him at Texas A&M. You look at, what's his name? Not Johnny Manziel, the other guy, the one that's on Tampa Bay.
Oh, you talking about
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Mayfield went through the same nonsense. Now you got this guy who's not even as talented as those two were. I hate to say it, but he is. And your dad is bartering you $8 million when you know your son was barely doing anything the season prior.
Yeah. Let me get Tim Dog in there. Tim Dog, your thoughts?
There's one in every bunch. There's always going to be somebody trying or testing the waters. And it sounds like his dad is just like Ball's daddy, you know, and Ja Morant's daddy. Want to live their childhood fantasies through their kids instead of letting their kids be kids and you know, socialize the normal way more so than people talking about them, talking about how greedy they are instead of how good of a basketball player they are. Football player they are. And to me, that's what's ruining the kid. And I agree with Farrell Corner over there. You know, it's the dad's fault. Most kids, especially young men who athletic, they want to do like their dad. They want to be like their dad. They want to emulate their dad. So all their life, their dad is grooming them. So they figure what their dad is saying is true and it's right. When in actuality, it may be. But the dad at this point isn't thinking about the kid at all.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't think that somebody gonna give him the money. Somebody will give him the money. It might not be $4 million, but somebody will give him the money. Matt, Professor, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna ask you a quick question because Shata say something. He say that he don't agree with the NIL, but the NCAA, he did say that NCAA was treating these kids like a shopping center. Yeah. But these kids with these NIL deal, when they didn't have it, they couldn't even go to a restaurant and get a free meal. If they did, they would have got penalized for it.
That's what I'm about to say. They couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't get an extra meal from the restaurant. They couldn't do anything without the NCAA coming down. And I'm going to disagree with Shada. And only I'm glad the kids are finally able to make money off of their likeness and image, which is what NIL means. Means. Oh, good Lord,
Tim, now call that.
Hey man, you got your life alert on.
But the problem has always been that the NCAA, who was getting money from EA Sports to make the college games, was getting paid big money off of the games, getting paid big money through everything the NCAA was doing, and the kids were getting nothing because you can't say that their education was free, because if they did one thing wrong, they could lose their educational money. Exactly. So just saying that they should have just saying that they should have just been athletes it never worked for the kids in the kids' favor, because like you say, 90% of kids that play sports don't get drafted to pro leagues.
Exactly.
That is a very good point, Matt, Professor. And I might have been okay. I mean, that's valid, but the fact of the matter still remains. It comes back to the part of education. Everything affects everything else, and we can't complain about these kids going to the NBA and NFL and not being prepared and not being there long enough to learn anything. We talked about it last week, run and gun, and they're gone. college is supposed to be that tool that's supposed to help you bridge the gap to become an adult.
Critical thinking.
That's all it does. It helps you understand that there's a way to act when you're in a certain room with certain people. You see what I'm saying? You got to learn to be a chameleon in society nowadays, because you say and do things, anybody could daggone ruin your life. But now you're giving these kids all this money in college. How is a coach going to coach somebody and they got $4 million coming in their daggone pocket?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good take. But that's a good take. But the coach is making way more money than that, and also the school is making way more money than that.
And that was. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Matt Professor.
I was gonna say, and that was always my issue with schools is the coaches can leave the coach can coach a new school every year if they chose to. Yeah. The students could never do it. The students would get hurt and not have anything to fall back on.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I mean, their education while they're there is free, and while they're living up to the terms of their scholarship, is free. But when one thing happens, they fail a class, they get injured, the school can pull that scholarship and say, okay, if you can't pay, you got to go.
Yeah.
So I've never had an issue with NIL. I just have an issue with the way it was implemented.
But you remember how this started, right? With my man at UConn, Shabazz.
Ado Bannon and his brother.
You remember when Shabazz was at UConn and he came on ESPN actually and was telling them in an interview, he was like, I can't afford to eat.
Well, yeah.
I can't afford to eat.
But that was the issue.
But I understand
That's always been the issue. The NCAA was always the NCAA treated sports, the sports arm of the NCAA, like it was a money machine, which is what it was, and that it was just made to turn out money for the NCAA. I mean, hell, you have the NCAA president making hundreds of millions of dollars a year based on the schools giving the money to the NCAA, while the kids were getting nothing. The kids were being used in commercials. They was being used to promote the program. They was being used for everything and not getting a damn thing from it. Like I said, I don't have a problem with NIL. I just have a problem with the way it was implemented because it was never set up to be equitable.
Let me get Pharaoh back in here. Pharaoh, quick, like my thing is, I understand you talking about the dad and you know, they trying to get themselves set up, but you got to put some of that on the school as well, because the school decided to give him that money. It was the school. If you ask for it, I'm gonna ask for it. If you're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it. So you just can't say it was the dad. It's also the school got some blame in that as well.
Damn shame.
Well, I agree with that. I'm not saying the school didn't. What I'm saying is with the father.
Juan, you ain't shit.
I know, man. Juan is my shit.
Juan ain't giving nobody a break today.
Hey, this is coming from the guy who threw up on the ACFT this morning.
Oh my God! Don't do him like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh damn!
But Pharaoh. But doesn't the school have some liability?
No, I blame the dad for trying to increase the money that the school was giving him. He wanted it was going to give him 4. Dad wants 8. Messed the contract up. You see what I'm saying? So
the NIL is not with the school.
You didn't have anything going into the season.
NIL not technically with the school. It's with the business that the school deals with. Now the school can have a department that goes out looking for NIL, but the school can't and facilitate it, but the school can't give it themselves.
That's right.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, yes, it looks bad in the school. I mean, the people that represent the school. Matter of fact, one of the guys is from Florida that he's talking about. That actually did the deal. And with that being said, the dad messed the contract up. It went south because of him.
Yeah, and you know, it's a shame. You know, we want these guys to get paid, guys and women to get paid, but it's going to look bad, like the Math Professor said. I think it's going to look bad, but somebody else is going to try to follow that same game plan, and probably going to end up the same way that this guy is going to end up with. But somebody's going to give him money.
If he was a number 1 talent, I maybe can see where this is going.
Right.
Nobody knew about this guy until this contract issue.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's why I say he wasn't even the best quarterback in the SEC this year. But man,
move on. You remember Marquise Williams? Do y'all remember him?
Who?
The name is
Marquise
familiar.
Williams out of North Carolina. That really big the black quarterback for North Carolina had back in like 2011 or something of that nature.
I can't remember.
Barely
I
remember
said
last
vaguely, vaguely.
Like
I can't remember.
he was like second team, whatever. He set all kind of records in high school. Got to college, he did really well, but he never was drafted. Now imagine if a father would have got him involved, and that's what I'm saying about this guy with Tennessee. We don't know about him. We knew about Marquise Williams. We don't know about this guy. And your dad just messed up a $4 million contract.
Yeah, just mess it up. But hey, somebody gonna pay him some money. He gonna be playing for somebody next year. Hopefully not my team, but hey, might be your team. But hey, y'all know what went down this week, last week. You know, it was Masters Week down here in the AUG and CSRA. You know, everything goes up when the Masters goes on.
McDonald's is a 4-star restaurant.
Yeah, McDonald's a 4-star. Well, according to my grandson, it's a 4-star restaurant.
Oh God.
Yeah. But this guy, he finally broke through and won the Masters. Hit the button.
The long journey is over. McIlroy has his masterpiece.
Been holding that reaction in since.
I guess Juan, you won tonight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, everybody gets bullets.
He good.
Well, what did you expect? What did you expect at?
One of them Trump people.
What do you expect at the Masters, Juan?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. Before we move on, though, I got one question I want to ask the panel quick, like about the NIL, and I wrote it down. I want to make sure I get this out. And I'm coming to you first, Matt Professor. If you can answer quick as possible, please. Do you believe in an NIL, or it needs to be revamped? Better yet, do you think it needs to be revamped?
Yes, it does. Okay. It does.
What
without
about you,
question? Yeah.
Farrell
needs to have a cap limit.
That's the one.
Okay. What about you, Shatas?
I agree with my brothers. It's broke.
No, we ain't ignoring it. We're not ignoring it. We just don't.
We're not. It's just that we don't know. He might be on his way to the hospital. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what happened. He fell down again.
We're just praying right now.
There he is.
There you go. Please send me the address.
Hey, Joe, you talking about the devil, Joe.
He done shot at his leg.
Oh damn! He broke his laptop. Oh god damn. Oh god damn.
All right, Tim, dog. I'm
plug your computer up to a TV screen, Tim.
Man, I thought Life Alert went off. That's why I thought we lost him.
I got you, Tim. Hey, but you see, this is not your regular sports show.
That's
not this dude, man.
That's not right at all.
That's
not right at all.
I'm gonna send it to you, Tim. Dog. Just give me a second. Shots, I'm coming to you first, man.
What's up?
Did Rory McIlroy prove himself to be one of the great golfers by winning the Masters and completing his version of the Grand Slam in golf?
He all right. He ain't the greatest. He all right. He ain't there yet.
Okay, then.
He just ain't there yet. Golf is
I ain't say he the greatest. I say one of the greatest.
One of the greatest.
Yeah, I ain't say he the greatest now. I say one of the greatest.
No. I mean, I don't know, man. That might be subjective.
All of these questions are subjective.
Yeah.
I mean,
how you feel about it?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think he's one of the greats. I think he's good. He's better than the middle of the pack, but I don't put him up there with Tiger Woods and all those multiple winners, Jack Nicklaus and all them. He ain't on that level yet.
Okay. What about you? Oh shit. Excuse me. What about you, Farrell?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't care that he won is because he tried to take over for Tiger Woods golf and the shit was trash. I stopped playing golf because of that stupid ass Rory McIlroy shit.
Don't stop. Don't do that to golf. Don't do that.
Oh wow.
He talking about the video game.
I didn't do it. EA did that shit.
He talking about
so
the video game.
I would say congratulations to him
because
I know it's a hard feat, but I think if somebody else would have won, it would have been more glorified. Because I know he's getting a lot of backlash, especially that Scott Scheffler guy. The way he walked off on the I guess putting the jacket on him.
Listen, don't follow that, man. These guys are prima donnas. They feel
know.
real easy.
Plus, he lost half his earnings because of taxes in Florida.
Bro.
Yeah.
Don't follow behind that. These guys are all prima donnas. They want to be treated like Trump, like babies and people to kiss they behind. It ain't gonna happen.
Listen, man. I sat back here watching all the planes fly over there, all the losers. So I'm good.
What about you? What about you, Bad Professor? You know, do you think that Rory McIlroy, you know, solidified himself as being one of the great golfers by winning the Masters, finally winning the Masters, and completing his version of the Grand Slam?
Honestly, I'm with Shada. He's a good one, but the fact that he's gone 10 years between being capable of winning the career slam, I'm sorry. I mean, Rory was the hottest thing going in golf 15 years ago when Tiger started his downward slope.
You remember him and Sergio Garcia? Remember Sergio Garcia?
Yeah.
Them young,
I like Garcia a lot more personally.
Yeah. Look, I mean, think about it now. When you think about golfers, you know Tiger Woods, Vijay Singh, all these guys that play. You don't hear McIlroy. Like, remember a couple years ago, I would say about 10 years ago, it was this young boy Spieth. Oh, they put
Jordan Spieth.
Next Tiger Woods, he gonna be What happened to him?
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a damn thing from him.
You got to understand what golf is the same thing as some of these other sports.
That's the hero minor of golf.
You want them to you don't like the fact that there's these people coming in and being good at the sport, and you got these greats out here that's been playing all these years and they can't win. It's not a matter of, come on, man. It's a sport. You got to put the ball in the hole. If you lose, you lose. Yeah. Just because Titleist is your sponsor, you gonna complain? No, man. That ain't got nothing to do with it. You lost, or you won.
And I also think that golf is one of those sports that you're not playing the person, you playing the course.
Correct.
And that's what I'm saying. So these guys, you know, they was hot at the moment, but then they fizzled out. Man, I'm glad you brought that up because it takes me to my next question. I'm coming back to you.
Answer on Juan's question.
No, but we about to answer it right now. I'm gonna ask you, Pharaoh. Do you believe golf will ever have that same type of energy as when Tiger Woods busted on the scene?
Hell no, because the fans, when Roy won, they said it that Tiger Woods brought the most. This guy,
Juan is over one tonight.
He had a long evening. No, Tiger Woods is always going to be the standard. I know Jack Nicklaus has more wins, but Tiger Woods is the standard of golf.
He is.
You know, I think when they moved, who was it that they just moved on the 18th hole the 16th hole? They moved where the hole is.
They Tiger proofed the Masters because Tiger.
No, not Tiger proof. They moved
the hole, but they do that.
They moved the hole on the 16th. They moved the 16th hole to honor the 50th anniversary of Jack Nicklaus's, right?
Yeah,
right.
I guess I don't know that one.
Because you remember when Tiger did the chip in and the ball rolled and it just and then it fell in.
And then it's
for 20 years they've been honoring that, and then this year they moved the 16th hole to honor Jack Nicklaus's 50th anniversary.
Nicholas.
Okay.
The Nicholas, whatever. Shit.
What do you say?
Nicholson. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
this ain't Batman.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But no, I believe because of that, people are pissed because they want to see the Tiger Woods version as opposed to Jack Nicklaus.
Facts.
Yeah, I got you. But same question for you, Matt Professor. Do you think that golf will ever get that same energy? Because what's the new dude that's hit the ball a long way? What, the Chambers or something like that? You know what I'm talking about?
DeChambeau.
DeChambeau, he hits it further than Tiger ever did, even when Tiger was at his strength. You know, there was a little bit of excitement, but when Tiger busted on the scene, that young guy, I think he was 21 years old, winning the Masters, and the way that he won it, he damn near won it in the second day. But that's what I'm saying. He damn near won it in the second day. And then what did they do? Because he was beaten so bad, he was eagle on the par 4 or whatever. He was hitting the ball so long. And that energy, it even got, we had a bunch of brother Woods out there. And like my man said, all out there, all around with Tim Zone and do rags.
And that's what
Can I answer that one though?
No, let the man professor. I'm gonna come
and
back
that's
to
what
you.
I was going to bring up. Tiger came in, and because when Tiger, I mean, you can remember when Lee Elders played the Master.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro, you took it way back.
But Tiger was one of the first after Elders, and Tiger was the one who came in, much like LeBron came in when the internet and social media started blowing up.
Yeah.
So the Tiger Woods was a fucking rock star when it came to golf. And I mean, I even started watching golf because I always thought I'm watching that boring old rich man bullshit.
Yeah.
Old rich white man bullshit. I'm like, I ain't watching this. And then Tiger, I'm like, oh, what that nigga doing today?
You're right.
Yeah.
So you know.
But see, you said the key word right there, because what people fail to realize is golf has always been that sport that we have not been able to break into. And when Tiger Woods did that, that's why it was such a polarizing thing that Tiger was half black and half Asian. You see what I'm saying? They started to play with the semantics of it because they want it to stay as their own little game. But I know my golf history, and let me tell you, there's a lot of cheating going on in golf in the history.
Oh shit! When you live on a golf course, you're supposed to know your golf history.
See, I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
I got my putting green over my left shoulder.
Go ahead, Farrell. You said you had something you wanted to say, man.
I'm going to say that the equipment is different than when than 27 years ago as well. Yeah. So yeah, they talking about he's hitting it further. Well, your drivers and your balls are made a little bit better than what they had back in the day.
Yeah, they got that new driver now.
I don't really consider that. Yeah, you might be able to drive it further, but can you get it in the hole just because you've driven it further?
Yeah.
So that's the key.
Yeah. And you know, I agree with everybody, man. But you know, I think it's a great feat though, because not many golfers consider they won all the championships.
Oh no, nobody said it wasn't. We just said we don't consider him one of the greatest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He get there. He might need to win a couple of more, man. But the deal with Tiger, like I say though, you know, I think we always riding with Tiger until he just went off the deep end. I mean,
that ain't had nothing to do with his golf game.
Yeah, yes, it does. He been right since he stopped fucking with Trumps. But that's just my opinion.
And all 22 of them girls.
Yeah, all 22 of them girls.
Tiger Woods ended up tearing his Achilles, a rupture.
Let me tell you something like this right now.
That's why he wasn't there.
Tiger Woods, if he wants to, Tiger Woods could go ahead and sign a contract with Pornhub or any one of them damn things. Tiger Woods was out there killing them. You hear me?
You said Pornhub?
I got
that is what he said.
I got you, Tim Dog, looking in the camera, looking all crazy.
The women say, he got Pornhub equipment. So
yeah, you know, but like I say though, I don't think
what is going on with Tim. What's the pop out stuff?
Because I want him to get himself together first. He's all in the camera like an old man and shit.
Can y'all see me?
Nobody's supposed to see your brain through your nostrils, man.
Shut up, man.
I don't think there'll ever be no more excitement like Tiger Woods, because Tiger Woods brought the young and the old. The old and the young want to come see him. The kids want to come see him. And you know, I don't think it's ever gonna be that hype again. You never know. His son could play pretty decent, but I don't think we don't see the original, you know, and Matt Professor, I'm always go back to you say this. I don't think a parent, I think y'all all say this. I think you'll get that same criticism like Bronny gets, because your dad was such a great player. Now, if you don't win by a certain time, you know it's going to. But
see, here's the difference. You got to earn your way onto the PGA Tour. You don't just get it. You don't just get a ticket on. You got to earn it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I'm just saying he's still going to get criticized if he doesn't win like his dad wins. But we'll see though.
That's the thing. I would love to see the father and the son duo. You know, like in baseball, like we did with the Griffins.
They've been doing that.
I would like to see that. No, I'm talking about on the professional. I'm talking about we talking about him making the PGA.
Tiger ain't long for PGA no more. He don't even have the love for it anymore.
Yeah. Right? I still would like to see it though. I really would.
Like I say, he ain't been the same since he started dating Trump, ex-wife. But hey, one of his son's wife. But that's just my take on that. Tim Dog, you came in at the right time because we about to go into the WNBA. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Here's shot to brag some more about this chick. Well, the WNBA draft went down Monday night, and
what the fuck?
some people got drafted.
That was a white person
With the
celebration.
first pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, the Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers, University of Connecticut.
This morning, it's official. Paige Beckers is a pro.
With the second pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, the Seattle Storm select Dominique Malunga from France.
Right behind Beckers, 19-year-old Dominique Malonga, the 6'6" Olympic silver medalist who left her French club to join the WNBA.
The Washington Mystics select Georgia Amore, University of Kentucky.
And while she may be a whole foot shorter, the electric Georgia Amore stood out to the Mystics.
And I'm coming to you first, Tim Dawg, since you done fell down and you finally got up. You know,
Juan, really?
what was that? What was
Really?
that? What was this smash?
Hey, Juan. Honestly, I was thinking the same thing.
So
Crazy.
Get rid of that
So my
purple.
question, so my question to you is, Tim Dawg, is how do you see Paige Beckers' game translate into the WNBA?
Probably like Caitlin Clarkson, where she comes in, make a splash, and it's
You just making a girl named Caitlin Clark.
okay.
Yes.
He just fell down. Give him a break.
I got my bad. Tim.
See, my thing is, if I really don't remember her name, I'll make some shit up real quick.
I got you.
No.
Go ahead.
So you
Go ahead.
correct me.
No.
Go ahead. But go ahead, Tim Dawg.
No, but to me, it's just another weapon for the WNBA to get weaponized and globalized, especially with drafting old girl from France, and that just makes it even more popular.
Yeah.
And you already see it in the commercial. You have a lot more WNBA women in commercials doing things, businesses, and to me, that's a good thing. Maybe, who knows? And I'm saying it right. One day, the WNBA may surpass the NBA. I'm not saying in our lifetime, but one day it could.
It's gonna happen.
Well, I believe the college aspect of it, because I think we was more concerned about the women college games than the men, even though the men's one was better than they have been in a long time. So I agree with you on that. But the WNBA also lost, I think they say $40 million last year. They're still in the red after being 25 years strong. So Shata, what you think your girl game, how it's gonna translate into the WNBA?
Juan,
You know the game great translate, man. She got to UConn. A UConn product. That's enough. Which UConn player from girls basketball never going to the WNBA and do something? Name one. One.
Name one more.
So move on to the next person then, cause this done. I mean, she gonna take over. Her jump shot is as pure as Ray Allen's. There's the thing about Paige Beckers and UConn players is they can play in any system. That's what makes Gina Oriana the best.
All right, then. Well, all right. Matt Professor, your thoughts. How you think those games gonna translate?
Does it matter? The WNBA needs star power.
Yeah.
So I mean, now you're a Dixie Cup. God damn. It really don't.
They shoot at you, Pharaoh.
It really don't. I mean,
They shoot at you.
Damn, dog.
I mean, she's gonna succeed, but it almost don't matter because, like I said, the WNBA needs the star power.
Yeah.
Like you said, they lost $40 million last year.
They lost $40 million.
Yeah. But the thing is that they probably lost it doing investments. Who knows? Something that will pay off in the long term. And a lot of companies do that.
No, they didn't lose any investment. They lost because the people are not turning out. They're turning out. They're turning out for college basketball, but they're not turning out for the female pro game. And you could look at the stands. The only games that were basically sold out were, when you watch it, was I'm gonna call it, like you say, Caitlin Clarkson. Whenever she came to town, and what's my girl? Because Angel Reese, because they want to see the bad guy. Everybody wanted. Everybody, I'm just saying. I'm talking about the young guns, because everybody wants to see.
Yeah, like age of 30.
You know what I'm saying? But they're still in the learning phase, like the Math Professor says, because the NBA didn't make no money in those first few years either.
Damn near 40 years.
So the talent, so the young talent that they got is going to make us men watch it because women they watch it, but not as much as men. We love sports. Women, yeah, they watch it on occasion, but we'll see.
And I'm trying to remember what sportscaster fussed about that the women been asking for their own league and don't want to show up for it.
Yeah. They are fair.
Damn, Jaquan.
I mean, look,
Damn.
this is coming from a Cowboy fan, so everything he says.
My bad.
means nothing.
I got you.
Yeah.
But Hurricane, how you think Paige Becker's game is going to translate in the WNBA?
It can't be worse than Caitlin Clarkson. So,
Just change the girl name right up on the podcast. Just change the game.
I'm following Bad Luck Sheplock or whatever.
You don't remember who that was? Oh yeah, you too young to remember that.
I know you loud as hell though. God damn.
Oh, Emma. Oh damn. These it ain't me, man. I got these things in my ear. Let me shut up.
Yeah. So yeah, I think she'll be fine.
My apologies.
She'll fall right in suit. I mean, all she gotta do is learn the game, realize that she's not playing against college players, and you know, take it slow, and she'll be all right.
Yeah.
Just put it this way. When you look at the WNBA, every single team in the WNBA has a UConn influence on it.
Thanks, George.
Every team in the WNBA, the Dallas Wings, the Mystics, the Chicago, all of them, Seattle Storm, all of them got it. All of them got a UConn player.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, but they all play differently, though.
They all play differently.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Paige Becker's transitioning to the NBA ain't gonna be no hard thing. She playing with her peoples.
The WNBA. Well, Shota, they only got 12 teams, so they got how many colleges? So it ain't like
bro. I don't like the disrespect to the female game that y'all putting out. I'm for real.
There's no disrespect. That's honest.
I'm just telling you the goddamn truth.
So what you're saying is because UConn done went so many times that there's 12 teams that got like at least 2 UConn players on each team.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But like I said, I think her game's going to translate very well. Just because she balls out. Barring injuries, I think she's going to
player, man.
I think she's going to make the league grow even more because you started with, hate to say it, the young girls, Caitlin Clark, and you got Angel Reese, you got Asia. Those girls, they put it on their back. Now you got somebody else. You got somebody else coming along that people want to see. They want to see Paige Becker play. Of course, we still got Juju Watkins. Hopefully she'll be able to come back and be able to play.
Juju got to come back.
She be able to come back and be 100%. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, just like I think Farrell said, even though you come back off injury, you always gonna what if? I'm scared. It's in the back of your mind.
I just want to put this point out there, man, on the street. I don't like the energy you give me because when you talk about the 76ers and the Eagles, you get all up in your feelings. I don't like the energy you give me.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just giving you. The energy I'm bringing is I'm bringing the truth.
76ers and you talk about the Eagles, you want everybody to go, I'm winning. Nigga, you can't talk championship. You better be. You better.
You hear me say. You hear me say nothing. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that UConn is all right. Yeah, ain't all right.
Wow.
Ain't nothing.
Wow. You say all right?
Yeah,
name me a college school that got 12 championships.
I can name you plenty of them.
No, name me one.
Army. Shit, Army. You got you
in football. You didn't say what sport.
I rest my case.
Army ain't got no 12 championship. You're an idiot.
Oh yeah. Oh.
But I guess the next question then. This next question is probably I'm coming to you, Shota. Out of those 3 picks, I think I watched some of the young lady went number 2 when they played in the championship game and lost, of course, in the Olympics. But she balled out. So who do you believe will make the most impact for their new WNBA team? Shota.
The French chick.
Okay.
She just watching her game. I've watched numerous games with her and her footwork and when she get on the court, I mean, you could put her on the level as Asia Wilson with a better jump shot and better paint game. She's very, very nimble in the paint. She has a mid-range jump shot, and she will challenge every shot that come in her area. She's good.
Okay. What about you, Matt, Professor?
Yeah, I was going to agree. I mean, she's not the French baller that everybody wanted to come over.
Right.
But I watched her too. That girl's badass. I mean, shit, she can dunk. So
that girl.
So that alone will bring in the eyes to see if she'll do an in-game dunk again.
Yeah. And you know what's also, I think the NBA, WNBA, they're trying to capitalize by getting these foreign players. You know, the more eyes that we could get on our sport, they need them. They definitely need them now, especially after the Olympics. Especially how them girls balled out in the Olympics.
Bro.
What do you say now?
Extra large cherry over there.
Bro, what you do to this man, dog?
He's a Cowboy fan. He can't hate it. He can't help it. Cowboy fans are haters.
God damn.
Yeah. So Pharaoh King, man, who you think gonna make the most impact on their new WNBA team?
Yeah, I'm going with the French chick because I bet she plays soccer. She did the Hakeem Olajuwon School of Soccer or something. Because she wearing them jokers out.
Yeah. What about you, Tim Dog?
Most Europeans, they do very well in the NBA, but old girl Paige Beck.
It's fucking the YouTube logo.
It's red and white.
Man, you need to jump on him. Say, at least I'm not on YouTube for acting a fool. Say, I look like God. Cherry over there. Extra large Cherry. At least I ain't got a Ferry as a quarterback. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't worry about him. He's a Cowboy fan. He has to say something.
Right.
Cowgirls.
Right.
See, you gotta read Cowgirls.
Right. And I think I agree with everybody in the panel.
Don't get it right. Get it right.
I think it's going to be the young lady from France as well. You know what I'm saying? The way that she plays, the way that I saw that she plays, the way that she moves, and I agree with Pharaoh too. She might have went to Hakeem Olajuwon school, be able to ball out. But I think it will be an interesting WNBA season because
I don't even know what word apologize means.
Yeah,
that means to say you sorry. That means to say you made a mistake and you wish that you never had. That's saying that you acknowledge you did something wrong and you want to make up for it.
Yeah, I tell you, this stupid man. But I think the fact that the WNBA now they starting to get more eyes on it. You know, hopefully they start getting more pay. She signed with the with Paige Becker. She signed with the Unrivaled, the 3-on-3 league. So I think more people is going to put their eyes on that. My question to you before we move on is this: why hasn't the NBA didn't do the same thing with Ice Cube with his 3-on-3 league? That was the greatest opportunity for the NBA because they're losing money now to, hey, we still could prop up our old great players out there balling. So let's team up with them. But instead they try to, block him out. Pharaoh King, your thoughts?
They don't want to hurt their investments, man. They don't want to, they pay a lot of money for the, unfortunately, for the male counterparts of the NBA, and some of those guys I don't even want playing like summer leagues and all that type.
No,
of
I'm
stuff.
not talking about them. No, I'm talking about with 3-on-3. It's the older players, like Allen Iverson.
Big three.
Yeah, the big three. Why didn't they take the opportunity? Yeah. Why didn't they take the opportunity just like the Unrivaled is doing? Hey, even though the WNBA is losing money, we need to attract more eyes. But with
who owns Rival?
Huh?
Who owns Rival?
I don't know.
You mean Big Three, man? Big Three.
No. We talking about the women.
Who owns the Unrivaled league
for the women?
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I guarantee it's not Ice Cube.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, but that would have
been lady that used to play in the WNBA. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, but that could have been a great opportunity for the NBA because you still got a lot of great basketball players. Instead of having them going overseas, you can keep that talent here, especially with the numbers. Because I think they say that the numbers for the NBA this year is probably the lowest it's been in a while.
And it's going to get lower.
You had to team up with that. Hey, we could have done something totally different with our older players. That's what I'm asking.
Right.
Yeah. What about you, Matt Professor?
The reason the NBA is not going to promote Unrivaled. I mean, not promote Big Three the way WNBA is promoting Unrivaled is because, like Farrell was getting at, and he didn't. I don't think he complete. Fuck you, Ron. He didn't complete the entire thought.
That's because I was going to be compared to a goddamn fire truck.
Gotcha, man. But go ahead.
The reason that is not that they didn't link it up like Unrivaled and WNBA is NBA wants to be like the NFL and be a monopoly in the sport itself. That's why NFL don't talk about USFL or whatever it's called now, and never did the other spring league, even though it'd be easy. And the reason why you can't get NBA players to do Big Three is one, it goes on at around the same time as WNBA, or at least I think Big Three ending just before NBA is starting. And these players don't want to play 82 games now. What makes you think they're gonna want to play in another league?
No, I guess what I'm saying is I'm not talking about the players.
That's what I'm getting at.
I'm talking about for the older players.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Go ahead.
But Unrivaled actually is owned by Anissa Morrow. No, not Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart.
Oh, okay.
And it's invested in with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Michael Phelps and Dawn Staley.
Okay.
So, but Unrivaled is different because it's owned by actual players, whereas Big Three is owned by Ice Cube, which is what Farrell was getting at.
I got you.
The players that sign with Unrivaled, they have a stake in it because they actually own the league and the teams that they play for.
Which is why they were giving them a hard time this year, because they were bringing in so many people. And they wanted to get a piece of that, but they didn't want, when they brought it out, they didn't want nothing to do with it. But then when it started getting traction, then it's like, oh, we need to, nigga, don't do that.
I got you. Tim Doe, your thoughts, man.
I remember when Ice Cube first came out with the idea, and he asked the NBA to endorse him, and they flat out said no.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't blame them on that, but Ice Cube took it to the approach, how sometimes he could be militant, like, fuck that, I do my own shit, I don't need nobody helping. And he took that approach, just like when Trump was running for president. He had a brilliant idea when Trump and Biden were running. And Biden was saying, hey, just wait until after the election, I'm going to get elected, and I'll go with your idea. He said no, he wanted it done now, so he went with Trump. You remember that? Okay. In other words, Ice Cube always has had a reputation of having a high head and a short temper. So a lot of people, if you let me finish, Negro.
Go ahead, Tim Doe.
He didn't rub some people the wrong.
Yeah.
He didn't rub some people.
Yes.
I'm saying go ahead, Tim Dog. I'm telling you,
what
go
is
ahead.
your problem? You still fail?
Yeah, Tim Dog is on his period, I guess. I don't know. I tell him to go ahead, man.
Maybe it's a red shirt. I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know what it is, man. Yeah. But my thing is, I thought they missed a great opportunity, because some of the old players that they got in the Big Three, they're able to play. They're able to do what they need to do and still make a little bit of money. And I think that would have been a good opportunity for the NBA. And I understand that current players can play. And I understand that Ice Cube said what he said. But to go back to what the math professor said, the NBA wants to be the sole proprietor. And they're kicking itself because they didn't think of it first. Yep. That's why they don't want him to be able to branch it out. But with the WNBA, like you say, they ain't making no money, so let's do things to make people want to watch. And of course, people are watching the Unrivaled 3, and of course, I think they're gonna be watching the goddamn WNBA this coming year as well. But fellas, I hate to talk about it, my Sixers not in there, but the bullshit playoffs about to start in the NBA.
Well, the NBA playoffs have arrived. The postseason gets underway Tuesday with the play-in tournament. And here's a look at some of those matchups. 4 series will start on Saturday. That includes the Pacers, Bucks, Nuggets, Clippers, Knicks, Pistons, and the Lakers and Timberwolves tipping off the other 4 first-round matchups, all of which still need to be decided via the play-in tournament, which will begin on Sunday.
I know they still had a couple of play-in games. They had some playing games last night. They had of course Golden State winning and Atlanta lost. But Golden State, I think Curry and my man had 75 combined points. So whoever makes it in the play-in, I'm coming to you first, Pharaoh. Which matchup you think's going to be the hardest for any teams in that first round?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I guess like LA is playing Minnesota. You think that's going to be a hard matchup for LA to come out of that one? Of course, the number one playing
the play-in?
No.
Playoff
they
period.
play playoff period. That's what they play.
Yeah, the play-in, bro.
No, the play-in still going on.
No, it just started yesterday.
It just started yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying if Timberwolves end up playing the Lakers?
Well, they are playing the Lakers.
They are playing. They already set.
I would say the Lakers could beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they're gonna beat them, but it's not gonna be easy.
Because no play-in team. I'm telling you now, no play-in team is going to win the championship.
The Wolves aren't the play-in team.
Yeah, I guess you misunderstood what I'm saying. Well, I guess what I'm saying is after all the dust is settled, all the teams done played to play in. They still got, because the number 7 seeds are made right now.
Okay.
That's the Orlando Magic made it because they won last night. And of course, Golden State, they got the number 7 seed. Now the losers play, I guess, another loser for the number 8 seed. Yeah, I'm with you on this, man. This playing shit got to go. I hate
the playing is.
I said that last year.
Yeah, this shit got to go.
It's like, if just win and get in the playoffs and let's go.
Yeah. Because this stuff, right?
They're prolonging this stuff.
Yeah, they're prolonging it. Shit. You had 82 goddamn games. You had 82 games.
Damn, Jaquan, tell a nigga how you really feel.
God, damn. And I don't want her no more Lakers in.
God, damn.
That man's serious. You hear? That man serves.
After come to you, Basketball. After all the dust is settled, which matchup you think is going to be the hardest for the team to get out of the first round?
Honestly, probably New York and Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit is hungry as hell. They played some really good ball, and New York is so streaky. They're the 3rd seed, but you don't know what you're going to get out of them game to game.
And Detroit plays physical too.
Yeah.
Detroit plays.
That's why I'm saying Detroit, New York.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Shota?
Oh, me, I look, man. I don't really watch the NBA till the playoffs start, and this playing tournament ain't part of the playoffs, so I don't watch it.
Right.
I hear the highlights and stuff, but out of all the matchups that I've seen thus far, I think the Lakers going to struggle with the Timberwolves.
I would say whoever makes the most threes, because that's all they doing.
I think they're going to struggle with the Timberwolves, but I don't think Anthony Edwards can keep up his scoring for a whole series to keep them in the game. That's the only thing that I think that Lakers have over the Wolves.
Yeah.
Hey, I would say the Pacers and Bucks look like kind of.
That'll be a nice series.
Yep.
See, that'll be a nice series.
Mm-hmm.
The East Coast has always been like close in series. The East Coast has always been a battle. It's always out west where it's always one team that's out shooting everybody and dominating. But the East Coast, for as long as I could tell, have always been competitive.
Yeah, podcast. Go ahead, Stephen A. Stephen A. Smith.
Lakers in 5.
What about you?
Before we move on, like we talked about in our podcast earlier, just so people will know, your boy Nico is going to UCLA.
Okay. All right. Hope Chip Kelly's still there.
All the more to smell you with.
Yeah. What about you, Dog?
Believe it or not, I say that Golden State can take Houston, and they're going to be the first ones to drop out as far as the 1 or 2 seed. And like Matt Professor said, the Knicks and Detroit, because Detroit, the young and upcoming, as a matter of fact, didn't they just had the most wins, NBA record for the most wins from the previous season?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
Something like that for the previous 3 seasons or some shit like that. But anyway, and they young, but with the Knicks, they got the experience. They get that boy Jalen Brunson, but those games right there, I say will be close ones. Going to be some nice ones.
You know,
Not close, but nice.
Yeah, I believe the man, Professor, man, because the Knicks are a streaky team. Yeah, and I think Detroit, they got something to prove because they've been at the bottom of the barrel so goddamn long.
Yeah.
Now it's their chance to shine. And the other team, y'all talk about Houston. I could see Houston going home too, man. Because Houston, I think they had a goddamn 10-game winning streak, and then it just
Chip Kelly. It ain't just like that, but you know, in the playoffs, it's about skill, but it's also about experience.
It's about experience, but it's also
you got to take each game at a time, and you got to also, you know, take what is the word I'm looking for? You know, pace yourself. You can't put everything out there in the first game.
I understand that, Tim Dog, but in the playoff, they shrink the bench. They go from an 8-man rotation.
All the
to
more
a
reason why
rotation.
you need to be conditioned, and all the more reason why you need to take. You can't come out there fast paced and rush yourself.
Well, if you don't come out fast paced, hey, you.
No, I'm not saying don't come out fast paced. What I'm saying is exert all your energy into one game because you have to go 7. And the experienced people know what to do, how to condition themselves to make it through.
I got you, Tim Dog, but I was talking about, I was moving on to the next subject.
I was just finishing answering the subject we want.
Man,
that's all.
Just
he mad because he ain't got no Philly in there. Because if Philly was in, we still be talking.
No, we wouldn't be talking about it because I mean, let me get this straight, man. I don't told y'all about my team. Check this out. The Sixers is the only team I ever rooted for. I never switched on the 76ers, man. But King will tell you, I can't stand in these games. He's too big to be shooting fucking threes. And until they get a head coach to make his big ass get down there on the goddamn block and play like a fucking big man, I'm gonna be talking shit about the Sixers. I talk shit about the Sixers because that's like I say, man. We not supposed to be Paul George bitch ass. See, y'all done got me started, man.
Hey man, I don't mean to keep taking it back, but the subject we talked about with the big three, we talk about the money and stuff.
Yeah.
My daughter just sent me this. In 2024, the big three revenue was $38.4 billion. That's a 5.1% increase in local currency and a 5.4% growth in the U.S. currency.
Okay.
So the NBA
for the market,
a lot of money. They missing out.
That's what I said. Yeah, they missed out. And then, like I say, you still got those great old players that we want to still see that they still got game. But it is what
it's
it
growing.
is, man.
It's growing. It's bringing the money. It's growing.
It is, man. But man, we're gonna end this, man, on a sad note. Matt Professor, I'm coming to you first because he played for your team, LSU. And I think this is one of the most saddest stories. I think this is just one of the saddest stories that I heard in a while.
Former LSU wide receiver Kyron Lacy was found dead in Houston late last night. The 24-year-old's death being investigated as a potential suicide. Lacy was a rising NFL prospect facing negligent homicide charges from a fatal hit-and-run accident that left one person dead in Louisiana last year. A grand jury was set to review the case tomorrow. His lawyer, calling the investigation a witch hunt, is demanding a full review of the case and the media's treatment of Lacy.
And that's the thing I'm going to ask you, Matt Professor. With the situation, one of the most horrible situations I heard in a while, do you think that the media had some play into that, or do you think that it was a mental issue for this young man? Your thoughts?
I'd probably say a little bit of both. You don't commit suicide without some sort of mental issue affecting you. And the problem was that honestly, there wasn't a whole lot of scrutiny behind the story of the accident that happened when he took this man's life. So I'm not going to fall into the blaming the media. Take on this, because even some of the people that knew him well after the accident said he changed.
Okay.
And you kill somebody, you can't help but change. I mean, look at Dante Stallworth when he was in an accident and killed somebody. It changed him. He played another couple years and he couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So the fact that this young man was so guilt-ridden is kind of sad. And the thing of it is, the thing that upsets me about it is his parents came out afterward and said, you need to check with your kids. Well, why weren't you checking with your kid? You knew he was having issues. people, his friends and teammates saw he was having issues with the accident. So he should have honestly, he should have never been alone. Number one, and I mean that's the part of it that kills me is he seemed to be by himself. I'm sorry if one of my kids was in an accident where it took somebody's life. I don't want my kid to be alone for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I want somebody always around him.
I got you. And Pharaoh, and it brings you to my question. With the sad news, why didn't the university invest more therapy for their young athlete? Just like you say, Matt Professor, I know it's on the parents, but I think, was he still in school or did he graduate?
Well, he was preparing himself for the draft.
He was getting ready for the draft, yeah.
Okay, all right then. So Pharaoh, you think that the school should have did some more? Because it happened during the school year, correct?
Yeah.
December.
Well, the accident was in February, if I remember right.
Okay.
It was after the season. Yeah, it was after the season.
Okay. Pharaoh, your thoughts, man?
Well, I'm gonna go with my daughter. When she was in college, of course, she played sports, and there was a young woman who came over to play tennis from Thailand. I think she was there by herself, and she was having a hard time adjusting in the barracks there or the dorms with them. And of course, Alexis, would go over and check on every now and then because they were sweet mates. But long story short, she had a little mental breakdown because her mother played for the school as well. So I guess her mother was like, "Hey, go to that school." The school did not help her. And that young female ended up, depressed, and they end up just transferring her to another school to get her off the campus. So I would say that most of these schools probably don't invest the mental health, that they need, mental health people or whatever. Even I think she was saying that the dorm mates weren't even doing their checks on her the way they're supposed to. Whoever's in charge of the dorm. So I would say mental health is a problem in these colleges, and they're not getting the help that they need.
Yeah, and but like I said, man, this is one of them sad situations, man. Because like they say, they was preparing for the NFL. We don't know what could have happened. Coming to you, Tim Dog. We don't know what could have happened. Could have got probation. You never know. Just like with my man that played for us, Carter. He was involved in that guy. There's racing, and the guy, two people died in that car accident. And, just a sad situation. And then, like you said, Matt Professor, for him to take his life, and the parents to come out and say, check on your kids. It's just one of those situations that you never want to hear, especially with young athletes in the prime of their life. Tim Dog.
I just say this is just a situation of a young man who slipped through the cracks. If it happened, sooner in the season, like everyone said, he would have been noticed. People would have noticed. Someone would have said something, done something. But by it happening at the end of the season, most people going home for the holidays, waiting for the next semester to come, and then the next semester comes, you say, "Oh, things change," but that person had enough time to think and to contemplate, and a lot of times people don't want, and it's a stigma, but people just don't want you to know what's on their mind, regardless of the situation, and that's just the way some people are, and it's hard for some people to come out and ask for help. But like y'all was saying, family or friends, they knew something. Someone should have been a little bit more assertive than just asking.
Yeah, and what's funny is, it's not funny, but Matt Professor made a great point, because I think they say that the police, he was in a high-speed chase from the police. They say he shot a gun in the ground, got in his car, and of course sped off, and of course, killed himself in Houston. And Shata, it goes back to, like the Math Professor said, it's just the fact that your child, your child attitude, how they changes. If you was a happy person all your life, now you depressed all of a sudden, especially after this situation, because this is like you said, there's no coming back from that. You can't tell a person you're sorry if you killed them. You just can't. You can never get that forgiveness. So I think that played a part on him doing what he did to himself. So, but your thoughts on this situation, Shata?
This is a sensitive subject for me because I've experienced it firsthand with people. I've never people always say, you know, like Juan just put up, he said, you got to say something. But to respond to Juan's statement, it's not always easy to say something, bro. You got to understand that mental health is not one of them things where anybody has all the right answers.
Yeah.
It affects everybody differently.
Yeah.
And it might take somebody. With him, he couldn't handle it. But the failure here in this situation lies squarely on his family, because he was with them. And when he fired that round into the ground, somebody at some point needed to say, hey, we need to talk to you. Come on. Why would you leave him? If he fired a round into the ground and he was that much upset and you let him get behind the wheel of a car? What's the difference between letting somebody daggone get in a car that's daggone messed up, drunk?
Yeah.
Because him firing that round into the ground speaks to his state of mind.
Yeah.
It's a crap.
So my thing is, there was failures all along this way. The family failed to convey to the police what was going on with him. And the police, instead of trying to talk to him or do anything, they chased him. Nope.
Yeah, they escalated it.
Come on, man. This man is struggling with something. And he just fired around into the ground and with his family, and he took off in his car, and the best you could do is send the cops after him? Bro.
And he should have never got to the car.
Never.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, Pharaoh was right. It did happen in December.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a sad situation all the way around, man. But you like I say, man, we hate to see young people who got a whole lot of life ahead of them, man, and to go out like this, especially by your own hand. And then now you got your parents always thinking, what could I have done? You know what I'm saying?
That's their cross to bear.
Yeah, yeah. But like I say, man, prayers go out to them. But fellas, man, I know that's a sad situation, but just in case you missed this, man, hopefully this will cheer you up, because this brother, I hope he makes it. I think it's going to be hard, but I hope this brother make it in the NBA.
Breaking news. Hansel and Manuel, the basketball sensation who has defied all odds, has officially declared for the 2025 NBA Draft. At just 6 years old, Hansel tragically lost one of his arms in a life-changing accident. However, instead of letting this setback define him, he turned his challenge into motivation. Today, he is taking the basketball world by storm, showing the world that nothing is impossible. Hansel's incredible journey is a testament to the power of perseverance, determination, and heart. He has become an inspiration to millions, proving that no matter the obstacles, you can always push forward and reach for your dreams.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Just in case you missed it, the young brother, he played college basketball. Damn should play played good too. I mean, yeah, he can shoot that damn ball. I mean, play lights out. But my question to you, Pharaoh, you think that he's gonna get the opportunity to make a team?
I hope he does. At least the G League.
Facts.
You know, I hope he does. Because he's shown, like I said, he's shown perseverance. Hell, he's better than most people that just. I guarantee he's gonna be better than 33% at the end of at the end of the season, like LeBron James' son. You know what I mean?
I got you. What about you, Tim Dawg? You think the brother's gonna get a chance?
He may get a chance, but I don't think it's gonna come to fruition, because NBA, I mean, all they got to do is guard one arm. So,
you know, they say the same thing in college, and he's killing them in college. So,
yeah.
but I know the NBA is totally different, you know. But
I mean, but you never know.
There's people with two hands, they can't make a shot, man.
Yeah.
These can't double dribble.
I got you.
I'm done.
Motherfucker.
I couldn't hold it.
What about you, Matt Professor? You think he's gonna get an opportunity, man?
I want to say yes, but it's not that many draft picks in the NBA draft.
That's right.
So is somebody gonna take a true shot on him, or are they gonna pick him just for the what's the word I'm looking for the
entertainment?
Yeah, to entertainment value. Well, we'll say that.
That's what it
is
would
somebody
be.
going to pick him to be honest, to be an honest player, or are they going to pick him just because they know there'll be a circus around the pick,
Exactly.
much like there was? Much like there was with LeBron James Jr. So,
it's a gimmick.
I don't think he's going to get drafted. He'll get a shot. He'll get a shot, but I don't
Just
think he's going
one.
to get drafted.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up, Tim.
I don't know if I don't know if he get drafted, and I'm coming to you, Shot, to close it out. I don't know if he's gonna get drafted, but hopefully get the opportunity to prove himself. I think that's what we all want to get, the opportunity, because he's showing that he didn't let his handicap hold him down.
Come on,
he played college basketball.
Listen,
I mean, and he was good at doing it.
Come on, man.
With one arm. Tim,
that's
you got two hands. You talking about you can't even do that. But go ahead,
Nope.
Shot. Your thoughts.
Hey, look, listen. Okay, I'm going to get on board, Professor, because listen, it's the NBA's turn to do something. The NFL did it a couple years ago with the dude that was gay in the locker room, and he tried to get all that attention, then he got cut. It's their turn.
He quit.
It's their turn. He's going to go in the NBA, and yes, he did something great, and this, that, and the other. This is the NBA.
You know, it's the NBA.
Look at Muggsy Bogues.
Well, what's my man?
I won't put it past.
What's my man that played for Seattle?
I won't put it past.
That's who I was going to bring up.
Adam Silver. I will not put it past Adam Silver.
The football player.
Ahead and let him get in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The football player, Shaquille Griffin, I think that's his name.
But think about it. Shaquille Griffin, when he played with the Seahawks, he didn't have. But the thing about football is completely different than the basketball.
I got that, but I'm just saying he got the opportunity. Yeah, he got the opportunity. And one game I saw him got an interception. But what I'm saying is he had the opportunity. Somebody took the chance on him to give him, see if he could play, and he proved it. He lasted 4 or 5 years.
So my thing is, he come down court and you go right on him. What's he gonna do?
But that's what I'm saying. We don't know yet. I've seen him play basketball, and he played damn near pretty good defense. So, but basketball, tell you the truth, basketball is basically a mental game, and I think the aspect of him going this far, I just wish that he would get another chance to prove that he deserved to be.
Oh, he's gonna get a chance. It's just that the fact of the matter, he ain't gonna last. That's all.
Yeah, but we'll see, man.
Yes.
But
you might just need to give him a hand, and he'll be all right.
I just thought that was one of those.
But it is a great story though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Because like I say, anybody could give up. We don't see people give up by not being able to use their back or both of their hands.
I mean, look at Jennifer Lopez did that movie with the boy that daggone didn't have no damn arms, legs, or whatever. The wrestler that didn't have no whatever. That
boy bad though.
Yeah,
that boy bad.
He did his thing.
Yeah, that boy bad.
So you never can tell.
I got you. You. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got two things here from Shata here. You want me to put this up? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for This Day in Sports. Shata, what's so important about black sports, I guess, on this date, my brother?
Yeah. So, y'all, this week I was doing a little research for this program, and I did not realize that this day was so important in sports for us as black people. Here is why. Do y'all know? Let me give you the facts first. The facts is we're talking about today's date, which is the 16th of April. 16th of April is very important to us as black folks because in 1935, Babe Ruth debuted in the NL with a home run and a single in Boston with the Boston Braves for a 4-2 win over the New York Giants. That was great for Babe Ruth for baseball. But the most important thing y'all need to remember about the 19th is this. Give me a second. Let me pull my Palm Pilot out.
Palm Pilot? The hell?
What you mean? Palm Pilot, dog. You don't know nothing about Palm Pilot?
Yeah, I remember that from the 90s.
You tripping. But anyway, before I go to that, there's something that somebody on here is gonna love, and I know they're gonna love it. On this day, in Michael Jordan, y'all boy that y'all love to talk about, and on this day, he scored 61 points against the Atlanta Hawks and lost. That's
Atlanta Hawks?
Yes.
Oh, do you mean Atlanta Hawks, or was it the
It was
Celtics?
the Atlanta Hawks. Don't
I
question
guarantee you it was the Celtics.
No, that's 63. That's 63. That's a playoff game. He scored 63 against Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a
But
playoff game.
also on the 16th of April, which is very important, is black players were actually voted out of baseball on the 16th of April. Major League Baseball, the 16th of April, black players in Major League Baseball on the 16th of April, they
What
told
year?
them they will not integrate.
What year?
1935. Give me a second. I'm looking up.
Oh man, that's the year Washington decided they didn't want to.
Boom!
On the team.
You caught it, King. You right there on it. But the thing is, the reason why I brought that up is, in this week, it's important for people to understand something. We talk about sports and this, that, and the other, but what people fail to realize is, black people in this country has taken sport to the next level, and the thing is, the country don't want to recognize it. I.e., Donald Trump erasing Jackie Robinson out of the history books. How in the world can you take something like that important out of the history books? How are we going to know where we're going if we don't know what our history is about? Yeah, so this is important. I say this to say this today. It is imperative for us as parents to get involved with our children and teach them our history. Ain't nobody else going to teach them. We need to teach our children. If you don't teach your children, that's on you. You're leaving them to the wiles of the government, and you know how the government acting nowadays, for them to educate them. So all I'm saying is, get in the books, do a little reading. It ain't that hard. A 500-page book you could read in one day.
I got you. But like they say, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it.
You daggone Skippy. Holla at your boy. And that's all I got today in history, baby.
That's right. My man shot. Y'all thought I forgot. I did forget. Thank you, Math Professor, for reminding me. I jumped the gun a little bit. But fellas, man, let's go ahead and get into this week's sports discussion. Oh shit. I already saw part of this. He already started cussing. But somebody said they're going to run for president.
I saw you mentioned Bill Maher. I saw Steve Bannon was on with Bill Maher, and he was asked what Democrats he worries about. And you know the only name he mentioned as a Democrat he'd be worried about. So are you really thinking about running for president? Is this something you think?
Listen, I have no choice because I've had elected officials, and I'm not going to give their names, elected officials coming up to me. I've had folks who are pundits come up to me. I've had folks that got a lot of money, billionaires and others, that have talked to me about exploratory committees and things of that nature. I'm not a politician. I've never had a desire to be a politician. I just signed a contract extension with ESPN. I am very, very
pretty
happy
good one, too.
With my day job. I'm very happy with my bosses. It's a pretty damn good one. Just right. It's a pretty damn good contract. I couldn't be happier. But here's the reality. People have walked up to me, including my own pastor, for crying out loud, who has said to me, you don't know what God has planned for you. At least show the respect to the people who believe in you, who respect you, who believe that you can make a difference in this country, to leave the door open for any possibilities 2 to 3 years down the line. And that's what I've decided to do. But again, whether it's Westmore, Governor Westmore, who I know, or Governor Josh Shapiro from Pennsylvania, who I know, Andrew Cuomo, who I had the pleasure of interviewing, who's trying to get back in things and be the next mayor of New York, etc. I see a lot of people that obviously and clearly are more qualified than me. I would hope somebody else would step up that's more qualified than me. But if it has to come down to me, it is something I would consider. Yes, I would. Because I don't mind the thought of tussling with these folks at all, on the left or the right. All of them disgust me, to be quite honest with you.
I'm going to give you the first shot at this, Pharaoh King. Your thoughts. President Stephen A. Smith.
Who can't get any worse than what we have? Shit, man. What are we talking about? come on, qualifications. Obviously, you can go shoot somebody on the White House lawn and get fucking voted in. So, what are we talking about? Anybody? Kanye said he was going to do it. I wish he would have ran. At least that would have been more innovative.
I'm saving these two for last. Tim Dog. Go ahead, Tim Dog.
I'm gonna run for president. Fuck that. I mean, I'm just gonna put my name out there so people can talk about it. Because to me, that's all it seems like everybody else doing. I mean, I might as well join the bandwagon. I mean, he talking about constituents and talking to me. You just had a fight with LeBron on TV. How the hell you gonna come up here and talk you may think about running for president? Give him the button, man.
I don't know. I don't know who I'm gonna go to first because both of these motherfuckers gonna go the fuck off. Shots, I'm gonna go to you first because you're right. Your goddamn spill.
Yeah, he laid back too much.
Yeah,
with his glasses up.
Your thoughts, man. Stephen A. Smith say that basically he don't like what the left is doing. He don't like what the right is doing, and why not him? So why not Stephen A. Smith? Shots,
nigga. We don't like what you doing on ESPN. You ain't quit yet.
Ooh,
shit. Listen, man. Look, okay. First of all, we all know the standard at ESPN when it comes to sport broadcasting is Stuart Scott. Rest in peace. He's always channeling Stuart Scott when he says shit. Like, you remember when Skip Bayless was on the show and Skip Bayless will always say, oh, I know Lil Wayne and I have black friends and I talk about this with my wife. Stephen A. Smith is the same thing. The same exact thing as Skip Bayless. The only difference is Stephen A. gets to hide behind the fact that I'm black and I play basketball and I blew my knee out and I know this person and I talk loud and I have a receding hairline. That's forever. Listen, man, this is the same dude that sat on ESPN and criticized Michelle Obama. He spoke against Michelle Obama. Now, the thing that kills me with people is that people don't understand is Maya Angelou was one of the greatest writers, orators, and poets of our time. She said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Stephen A. Smith is a coon, buffoonery, Candyland loving, Candyland dwelling.
Not Candyland.
Bro, hey, he kept saying people were telling him he good at me.
There's a town here in Florida that was depicted in a movie called Rosewood with Ving Rhames back in the day.
That's a good movie.
If y'all look at that movie, Stephen A. Smith represents every Negro in that movie that sold people out. That's how I feel about Stephen A. Smith.
I'm coming to you, Matt Professor. If you're a politician, you got to play both sides, and that's what I believe Stephen A. Smith is doing. He's trying to play both sides.
Stephen A. Smith is trying to daggone what you would call, what's the word I'm looking for? He's pandering to Jerry Jones and his friends, Donald Trump. He's pandering to that.
I got you, but that's what I'm saying.
He's trying to touch the hem of Trump's garment and keep his finger there in hopes that all the tariff shit and everything will skip over him because he's special. Stephen A. Smith could suck a big one, bro. He is the daggone worst cat on ESPN.
You asked him, hey man, sure you asked.
No, but this is my question. I'm coming to Matt Professor, but
that's why you mad, son.
If you get into the become a politician, you got to try to play both sides of the fence.
No, politicians are supposed to look out for the people. Politicians are supposed to have some kind of integrity. Politicians are supposed to actually know their job. Politicians are supposed to know what policies are. Politicians know what people want. When
you get into politics, you got to play both sides of the fence because politicians toss out both sides of their mouth. So, Matt Professor, your thoughts? Stephen A. Smith for president.
My thought on this dumb shit is Stephen A. Smith is barely smart enough to come up with cogent arguments on the show that he's on.
Thank you.
So I don't. He barely understands any question when it comes to politics. He has the fucking personality of the chewing gum you step on a hot summer day that it takes you forever to get off the bottom of your goddamn shoe. I mean, the man has and you say you as a politician you're supposed to play both sides. No, you play the side of the people that elected you. Stephen A. Smith is ultimately forgettable. He's somewhat harmless, except when it comes to excoriating black people the way he loves to doing. And the way he loves to do, and he's fucking annoying. He's a narcissist, just like Felon 47, who only goes and talk to people who will tell him how great they think he is. So again, the man he don't have the juice to fucking run for president. He just don't. He just doesn't. He's just bringing this shit up to keep his name out.
Politicians been coming to me telling me I should run.
Hey, but can I say but can I say this? Pharaoh King said it. You can't get no worse than what we already got.
Oh no, it could get worse.
Yeah, you can. That's the problem. That's the problem. You can get worse.
Damn. Hey, man, street.
And you think barbecues on the lawn was bad?
Hey, so what's the old girl that don't like black people that on the NBA?
Which one?
I be talking about Malika
Andrews. Her, I can't stand her, Malika Andrews.
That's gonna be the BP if he goes.
Bro, I can't stand her, yo. Why is she still there?
I got you, man. But
her husband is not gonna work for ESPN.
But like I say though, man, hey, he brought it up, man. Like you said, you never know. You say that he did say he's not the most qualified person.
He ain't qualified, period.
You know what I'm saying? But all I know is what is it, King? Oh, you have to be what, over 35 and a U.S. citizen, right?
35. That's it.
And a U.S. citizen, an American citizen. You got to be born in America, and you can run for president as well.
Can I ask you a real valid question? Do you really think, just hypothetically, if Stephen A. Smith threw his hat in there, freaking daggone run for president?
Yeah.
Is anybody on here would think about voting for him?
It's not about us though. It's about other people out there.
No,
that
I'm
like,
asking.
But what I'm saying,
Steven?
But what I'm saying is, it's not about us on this panel. We might not like what he's saying, but he does have a following, and they like what he's saying, and that's the point. And that's the point. And that's the point I'm trying to make.
You're right.
Yeah, we all saying that, hey, we think it'll be a dumbass move, but there's other people. Shit, I was saying Donald Trump. Who the fuck going to elect this motherfucker?
The thing about Felon 47 is he has charisma.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith has the charisma of a fucking soggy, rotten banana.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought you was gonna pull a wand on me from one of his earlier comments talking about my gray shirt look like I got on a pair of soggy something nuts or something.
No.
He said
like
saggy titty.
Yeah. But man, good discussion, man. But we all know,
I guarantee if Joe Rogan put his name in, people would vote for his ass.
Oh hell no.
And you know, and I think Matt Fester brought it up. Somebody brought it up. He just want to keep his name out there, especially now, you know, especially politics, the way it is right now. You know, throw your hat in the ring and see what happens, and you might get a splash.
I voted for Jon Stewart before I voted for fucking Stephen A. Smith. At least Jon Stewart went to Congress and got Jon Stewart. At least he went to Congress and got some shit done.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, because I guess we done seen what entertainers done did to the economy, done did to this goddamn country.
Ronald
but
Reagan.
It is what it is. Yeah, especially Ronald Reagan. Yeah.
They're not good at presidential, so they need to stop making these movie stars and president. That's terrible.
Yeah, because Man on the Street gonna run. Man on the Street gonna run. Man on the Street gonna run. What? I better get your vote. At least I got 5 votes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
The next president of the United States is Gavin Newsom.
The next president of the United States gonna be the man on the street, and I'm gonna have y'all on each corner with my sign. But now, ladies and gentlemen, you thought he was mad just a second ago. Let's see what he's mad for right now. Matt Professor, tell him why you're mad.
Look here, yesterday, for those of you who aren't in the know, wasn't just tax IRS tax day. It was also Jackie Robinson Day yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And my
Right.
fucking problem is, and it ties into last week, is if you weren't a baseball fan, you probably didn't know that shit. If you weren't especially if you weren't a black baseball fan. And
right.
the issue I have is the Dodgers and MLB kept this shit as quiet as fucking possible while trying to act like and give some lip service to them actually appreciating Jackie Robinson's legacy to the game of baseball. Like I said, the only reason I remembered it is because I remember the day Jackie. I remember, motherfucker. I remember.
Why you keep doing that, man?
The day of Jackie Robinson's going into baseball and hitting the field for the first time.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you didn't know, you wouldn't have known because nobody spoke about it. Even ESPN didn't bring shit up.
Yeah.
Because they're all afraid of the way politics is going right now. For all of you sorry bastards who didn't want to bring it up, go to hell. Strictly go to hell. I wish black players would start their own fucking league and see how much the MLB suffers from a lack of black and Hispanic players.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, MLB go to hell.
Yeah.
Truly go to hell.
Yeah, it's a damn shame, man. And I'm glad you brought that up because I was listening to something and talking to Ken Griffey Jr. And he said that I think he was the first one that wore 42.
Yep.
He said that he wanted to wear 42 to represent Jackie Robinson. He said he called up Buzz Selig, and Buzz Selig said he didn't see an issue with it. And then he said I guess his wife was still alive at the time. Said he called his wife to make sure it was okay with his wife, and his wife said it was cool. So he said he wore it for a couple of seasons. He weighed 42, but then Buzz Selig said to him, "Why don't we have all the players and wear 42?" And that's what they've been doing ever since. You know, to show the significance of what he did, man. And just like
24.
Yeah.
His number 24 because of that.
Yeah, and just like I think Tim Dahl said before the discussion, Burt, you know, you just can't erase our history from out the record books because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to whitewash our history, and it's a damn shame. But thank you, Math Professor, for that. God damn, Math Professor always mad. That's what I'm talking about, Math Professor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh man, it's that time. Y'all know what time it is. We're Sport of the Week. Man, it's getting harder because there's a lot of weird shit out there. We done covered so many goddamn weird sports. We done covered weird events. We done gave you what we gave you. Extreme ironing, the beer mile. We gave you toe wrestling. Last week we gave you roach racing. Man, that was so exhilarating.
The ferret race,
man.
Ferret in the pants. Oh,
ferret in the pants. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't. Oh man, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna find me some of these because I'm gonna start my own race. It's gonna be just like this one.
It's the final of the World Snail Championship. Every year since the 1960s, crowds have flocked to the climax of this weekend, where the fastest snails on the planet duke it out. The table is covered with a special damp cloth, and in a nail-biting contest, it's the first snail to reach the outer red ring who wins the glory. There's a certain amount of cheating as snails jump on their opponents, but in the end, there can be only one winner.
Math Professor, there can only be one.
Go to somebody else.
That event got him so shell shocked he don't want to talk about it. Pharaoh King, your thoughts?
What time of day does this race start? I need to know, is it sun up? Is it noon? Cause shit.
Bring your picnic basket.
Oh shit! Hey, before I come to you, shout out, you know what the funny part is? That was the 2024 championship too. So that was last year. Shout to your thoughts, man.
I just have
nail
one
racing.
I just have one question. So, does the snail win or the owner of the snail win?
The snail wins.
So how you gonna know it's the snail from last year won?
No, he got a number on his back.
Listen, man. Stop.
You see the number on his back?
Yeah.
When you put it up, I just couldn't believe it.
Somebody got to have.
They had numbers, designs, and different colors and stuff. Yeah.
But my
it was
thing
just slow
is-
motion. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, but seriously, every week we see these things, and I just wanna ask the question.
Why are you trying to understand this?
I just want to understand something. Who and when?
Why is it every week?
Every week. Who?
I'm trying to understand something.
Understand that shit.
I want to know who. I want to know the thought process for you to come up with. Bro.
And like George said, they ain't got no cable out there.
I'm not doing
Tim Dog, your thoughts, Tim Dog.
I'm gonna need for white folk to.
Hey,
it's going on. I need for them to just sit down and be still.
It's so ironic that you showed that because right now it must be like snail mating season or something because in my backyard next to a tree there's a whole bunch of snails. I mean, really tiny.
Hey, man, you got some races out there, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. What,
No, I was just saying. I don't know. There's too many of them out there. I mean, them things. No. I ain't scared of them. I'm just.
So you out there racing them?
Hey, I ain't scared of snails either.
But I ain't going out there volunteering to pick one up so we can have a race.
No. I think you are the one outside putting numbers on them snails and putting that thing on you. Whatever you're putting on.
I got you, man.
Nope.
Man, Professor,
Nope.
man.
Let me tell you something. Last week I was out in the yard and I went to do a nice thing and trim the neighbor's grass down a little bit because it was halfway up the damn sign. It was halfway up one of the signs that was in front of her yard.
Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was using my string trimmer, a piece of a snail was cut and it landed on my shoulder.
He said my string trimmer.
And I looked at it and it was still wiggling a little bit. And I go, you know what? That's as good as a snail fucking deserves. And he's sitting here. I wish I had my string trimmer to go into the middle of that board that had those goddamn snails on. So I could see my string trimmer cut these some bitches apart because I use Husqvarna line in my string trimmer now. I'm the strongest you get.
Hey, man, he got PTSD. You saw the way he looked at his shirt.
Wait. So your string trimmer.
And the problem I have is you show these videos and it have nothing but these Caucasian folks in it. And they're the dominant race on the planet right now. And they're doing this kind of shit. And we still can't beat them in terms of getting power. I have a problem with this shit.
I got you, man.
But wait.
I got you, man.
How long is the race? Is there a cap on the time?
Hey,
I wanted to know that, and then I told myself I'd be a stupid motherfucker for asking.
Why y'all trying to find out? Why y'all trying to
start, man?
You put it up there. It's a sports talk.
Hey, we want to know if we got time to watch a season of China or not. So,
hey, shit. Like I say, man. Hey, see, some people can't play basketball. Some people can't play football.
Don't do that.
Man on the street, none of that.
That's what I'm saying. But you could be a snail trainer. You go out there, get you a snail, and you could train your snail. You can get up just like Rocky.
Tell me how you train a snail.
What
you put some salt? You put some salt behind that bitch because
tell him scoot along, we're gonna get you. like a jockey on the horse, huh?
And when you say man on the street, you put a little salt on the tail, beat him up.
So you call your snail Sea Biscuit. You call your snail Sea Biscuit.
Oh,
But ladies and gentlemen, that is
what was that cartoon when the snail could run real fast? It was race car.
Yeah, that was a good movie, man. My
Don't
grandfather.
nobody no
Juan, I
Juan.
need you to go to
We're
bed.
not
Go to bed.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that, Juan.
No,
man.
what the hell? Oh no.
But ladies and gentlemen, that was our weird sport of the week.
Somebody
like
got
I
a
said,
snail trail.
That's right. We bring y'all great sports, weird sports every week. So
That's
keep
weird.
joining
That's
in,
mad
me,
weird.
man. I'm about to find something else.
That's after she finished watching us.
Yeah, she finished watching us.
She going to find National Geographics.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching our Weird Sport of the Week. But now it's time for Pharaoh King Trivial Question of the Week. Pharaoh King. Pharaoh King, what you got for us this week, my brother?
All right, this is in honor of NFL draft. Here we go.
All right. Who is the last QB to be selected by the Saints? Oh, in the first round. Oh,
Archie Manning.
Oh man.
Wait, have the Saints even picked the quarterback in the first round? I know Sean Payton didn't.
No.
I would say my answer was Aaron Brooks.
No.
Oh.
Aaron Brooks wasn't the first rounder. And the Saints didn't draft him. They got him from Green Bay.
Yeah.
They got him from Green Bay in the
Green
trade.
Bay,
So what's the other black quarterback?
They never drafted a black quarterback.
Jameis Winston. They drafted the black quarterback.
Jameis Winston came. Get out of here.
The only other black quarterback other than Jameis Winston was Randall Cunningham for a short time, and
yeah, that was at the end of his career.
Jeff Blake, but Jeff Blake they got from somewhere else, from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, yeah. Oh shit.
I want to say they've never selected a quarterback in the first round.
Yep. There's some teams that hasn't.
I'm going Archie Manning too. Shit.
Because now that I think about it, Archie Manning was second. They've never drafted a quarterback in the first round.
Well, Archie Manning, mine. Since you didn't take Archie Manning, I'm gonna take Archie Manning.
I want to say Archie, but I don't think he was
no take backs.
No,
no. They probably drafted one and then traded them.
Okay, Archie Manning. That's what I got.
Hold on.
They haven't selected anyone, and I can't remember a quarterback that was selected by the Saints in the draft.
Okay, Archie Manning is my quarterback.
I also said Danny Werfel.
No, Danny Werfel wasn't at Florida.
He was 5 round. He was round 5.
Round 5.
What's the answer then? What's the answer there, Pharaoh?
Okay,
Archie
Manning. Okay,
that's right. No take backs. Man, don't want another one.
Well, technically, you answered first. So
no.
Saints,
hold on.
Hold on. The Saints and Dallas Cowboys are the only two teams that's only drafted one quarterback in the first round, and Troy Aikman was with Dallas.
Yep. No, but see, back. See, math professor Archie Manning, but he said he wanted to take it back. He said he wasn't sure. So
I'm not I wasn't taking it back because
he took his answer back.
To be honest with you, what did Archie Manning get them? Not a goddamn thing.
And just like in high school, I looked at the math professor paper and I got the right answer. So that's another win for the man on the street.
And
he is so petty. I ain't mad at him though, but he petty.
Thank you for that, Pharaoh King Trivia Question of the Week. The fuck what you want? You would have won the whole goddamn night.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we always try to give you something to think about, something fun, or better yet, where the fuck Tim Dog get that from? Tim Dog, what you got for the people?
I just want to let some of these men out here know that you're not the king in the bed. There's a thing called an elephant seal down in the Aleutian Islands in the Pacific, down in South America, about 10 tons. He has a harem of about 20 women. Only caveat is he got to fight for it. If you the king of these harems for 2 months, you the man. Normally, they don't even last 2 weeks. So just be glad you're not an elephant seal that had to fight for your kitty.
Oh man, you got to fight for your kitty. It's just like what's the movie The Fire Heartbeat? Every time I gotta fight for my love.
I ain't fighting for that. I'm just gonna sit here and be like, if he better than me, he could take him.
Hey, but the thing is, you fighting somebody, and somebody sneaking up getting something with your harem. So,
hey. Professor, you got that face like I'd rather watch snail racing than to hit with tip.
Bro.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. What the fuck you get? My man, Matt Professor, what you got for the people before we go, my brother?
I'm gonna keep it short since we short on time. People, if I see you outside racing snails, I'm getting my fucking string trimmer. I promise you. I promise you, I'm getting my string trimmer. That is all.
Man, that motherfucker sounded like a car that didn't want to start up.
Hit the wrong button, man. Hit the wrong button, laughing at y'all crazy ass. Man, Pharaoh King, what you got for the people before we go, my brother?
This is in honor of Felon 47. An evil man will burn his own nation to the ground
to rule over
the ashes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The old Chinese proverb.
Hot fire.
My man. Shot. What you got for the people before we go, my brother?
Hey, look, just like my man Pharaoh said, look, your rights as a human being, it ain't got nothing to do with the United States of America. Your rights as a human being has nothing to do with the United States.
No, they snails not safe.
That's all I got for you tonight.
Right.
All right.
Snails ain't safe, God damn it.
And of course, Tim Dog, what you got for the people before we go, my brother?
You can't change what you don't control, but you do control whatever you want to change. And it starts by not sitting down.
I got you, my brother.
You see a good fight? Get in it.
I ain't got nothing. I'm just saying that next week I got a snail race. If you want to join,
That's what she said.
Bring the snails. Bring the snails so we
don't
get you
do
out
that
there.
as the last thing. Don't do that.
Yeah, we gonna do it like that.
Leaving that trail of line and slime.
I'm gonna send you my string trimmer, Pharaoh.
I guess. Mad Professor, shout out to social so the people can follow you, my brother.
You find me at the Mad Professor.1 YouTube, Instagram, and the Mad Professor 1 Blue Sky. I'm sorry, I've been too angry the last couple of weeks to record something because every time I record, I start cursing. But I'm gonna just go ahead and record it tonight and put it out.
That's what I'm talking about. Pharaoh King, shout out to social people can follow you, my brother.
That there, King Ryan Facebook. I've been getting some people sending me friend requests, so I don't know why they're not showing up.
I got you. Well, I got to check yours out, man. And of course, Tim Dawes, shout out to social people follow you, my brother.
Father's Love 99 on Instagram about me and my son and my grandson. Also, check out my son, JIMS, Gems_ Woodworking #1. Check out some of the stuff that he got on there. You'll love it.
And of course, shout out to socials. People call you, my brother.
See that? Shout out. One love, shout out Blue Sky Social. Go on over there, son, and see what I go on. Yeah? Take care and make sure you hold your head up and make sure nothing getting in your way of getting your dreams.
That's right.
Hey, Shatta. Knock, knock.
No, man. No. We're not doing it. No. And of course, Juan, I know you have you in there, man. Get you a championship snail so we can race, man. And of course, you can find me, the man on the street. The man on
and it better not be a centipede.
We could have a bunch of snails. I don't know yet. Who's there? On YouTube. You can also find us at the Betting and Sex Sports Podcast on YouTube and on Facebook. But make sure you come join us on Friday night for 2 Circles and a Blunt. It goes down at 8 o'clock. But you want to stick around for the after show called Asked Out. That's where everybody on the panel get a chance to talk about what they want to talk about. And man, I'm telling you, we always have a good time doing that as well. But make sure you come back next Wednesday at 7 o'clock for the Betting and Sex Sports Podcast. All we do is talk about sports. And as you can see, we have fun doing it as well. Also.
Yeah.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the man on the street.
Wow.
Hey man, let me talk about my one ultra. God damn it.
Oh man.
And this is Pharaoh
This
King.
is the man. Yeah.
I guess I am drunk. Let's start over again.
And with that, I am the man on the street.
It's Pharaoh King.
Them dogs from Be More Careful.
Man, Professor.
I shot to running out the crew.
Oh, lightweight.
And yes, we want to. Hey,
God
Easter's coming
damn.
up Easter's this weekend. Hey, you know, we probably say it again, but you know, wish everybody happy.
And
If you
I don't believe in that
Easter.
thing there.
I'm just saying,
Whoa.
if you do, you do. But hey, if you don't, you don't. That's on you.
Hey,
But with
yeah.
that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.
So